This is interesting. This comes off of a website called MTN, which is a Korean. It looks like a South Korean news site. It's kind of tough to tell because basically this is like through Google's auto translate tool, and it's like really clunky, and it's Google Translate. It doesn't work very well, let's be honest, but it works well enough. Basically what this article describes is news and leaks regarding a Sony game IP collaboration within Horizon as a franchise, developing an MMORPG, which is very interesting. What this screams to me is Fallout 76. It screams Fallout 76. And what I mean by that is not necessarily that it's going to be terrible. It might be great. What it screams to me is the idea that they're probably setting aside this franchise for a while because Guerrilla wants to work on other things. And as a result, they're like, we can't just let that franchise sit on ice for 10 years while we work on other franchises. So let's create a living game that we can have another studio work on, and we just indefinitely update it. Boom. It's the Fallout 76 thing. It's the Elder Scrolls Online. It's just meant to keep the franchise somewhat present in the industry while they go do other things that the developers and the team find more interesting. So I think that this also probably describes an idea within Guerrilla Games that Horizon's kind of at a wall. They don't feel like they don't have that many fresh ideas. And it's like I was saying when I reviewed and critiqued Forbidden West, I just felt like it didn't bring much new to the table. So we'll see if they actually announce it. These types of projects get started all the time. Who knows if it actually turns into anything. Maybe it's a mobile MMO like Diablo Immortal. Maybe. I don't know enough about these studios or who they're getting involved with it. Yeah, it's really unclear. Let's see. H-Seed is known to have created a new project using the IP of the box office Guild Wars. NC's North American Development Corporation. At that time, it was organized as one of the new development organizations under the name of GW Seed. But as the development of new projects using the Guild Wars IP stopped, it was organized as the Lineage IP business headquarters. NCSoft has oligopolized, that's a lovely word, oligopolized the MMORPG market in Korea and Taiwan based on, quote, the Lineage IP. Although it is forming a fandom with high cohesive power, new works other than Lineage IP did not live up to expectations, and there was a limit that it could not use its power except in domestic market and overseas market, such as Taiwan. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, this is the other thing that you have to remember. It's, surprisingly enough, it's not all about us. There are large markets outside of Western gamers that these huge multinational, international corporations want to tap into. And this could be an attempt to do something like that because overseas, especially in Asian markets, this is like MMORPGs and MOBAs, those types of things are very, very, very popular. As a result, like tapping into that with a sort of tweak on an established franchise could be the way that they go. I mean, I think the other thing is that we might look at this news and freak out and be like, oh, well, we don't want this. But it's like, yeah, but this is separate. It's not even being made by the same studio. I think the frustration with like the Naughty Dog multiplayer game is that Naughty Dog is known for like single player, linear narrative games. And so the idea that that team is working on a multiplayer game is kind of disappointing because we would hope to see something else, something fresh and new. And so for that team to get caught up working on a game like that is a little frustrating, but we'll see. This is just an attempt to use the IP for something and to tap into a market that they don't currently have much influence in, which makes sense. I mean, shocker.